This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Join me, Zach Halverson, KFAN, at the Oakdale Fleet Farm this Sunday, May 4th, from noon to 2, and grab all the gear you need for this year's fishing opener. They've got brands all the pros use, plus with their best price guarantee, you always know you're getting the best deal. And we'll have your shot at great KFAN prizing. Get all the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar. See us Sunday from noon to 2 at the Oakdale Fleet Farm. It's going to be a great one.
That sounds like a great time. Hey, Zachary, do you want to give away those wild tickets right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Shall we do that? Because Game 6 is coming right up, baby.
Yeah, it's a wild Wednesday on the Fan. Hopefully, not the last one. Hopefully, plenty more to come.
Zach.
But we have a wild Wednesday here, and we got your shot to win tickets to Game 6. Do or die for the Wild as they take on the Golden Knights tomorrow night. Early one, 6:30 start. Be caller number 10 right now to win your way in. Good luck.
That's right. Good luck. I'll get right to you.
I wonder why you picked number 10.
Yeah, why is that?
Because you're a 10 out of 10, Cor.
That was super nice. I mean, you're lying, but that was really nice.
That's nice.
I feel like I'm a solid 7.
That's very sweet.
But I'm low maintenance.
7?
Yeah, but I'm low maintenance, so that makes me like a 9.
You are low maintenance.
Let's have Carly rate us all right now. Scale of 1 to 10. Go,
Oh,
Carly.
God, no.
No, you got to do it. Please. We can all take it. We
Straight
have,
10s.
No, please
Oh,
be
thank
honest.
you.
There's
Well,
none of us are 10s. None of us are 10s.
all of you are
Well, we
10s.
could have the chat rate us because we are on the Power Hour now.
No,
Yeah,
don't
that'll
go
go
to the
live.
chat.
I would like it. I want to know.
I don't want to know.
I want to know.
I'm a 0.
Straight 10s.
I want to know.
I'm a
Well-
0.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't ask the chat.
Can we get the lights on there too?
Yeah, turn the lights on so people can
What
see
a
you guys.
song.
Turn the lights on.
This is a good one, isn't it? This is me and Kat Perkins.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a heave cry.
Is that 2 ladies? Who are these 2 ladies singing?
Hey, Hawk.
Yeah.
Were these
Do you record? Oh. Do you record this at the same time with her, or do you do that separately?
We did this one together.
Oh, I feel like so much better if you're together. More emotion.
Wait, this isn't Pointer Sisters? 2 women.
This is a good song. I'm shocked that this didn't become a giant hit and get me out of this damn place.
I'm just kidding. Is this 2 ladies?
Yeah, it is 2 ladies.
Is this Wilson Phillips?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Your dad treats me like a lady.
Well, that's nice.
Listen to this part.
When you pressed up next to me and
Come on, that's good, man. I'm killing myself. I'm proud of that.
You should be.
hold you close and feel your warm touch as I listen to your heart. I feel my beating with you and I still hope into the stars.
These ladies singing.
Jealous.
Yeah, you can't hit the high notes.
Of course
I
not.
love that.
I'm just doing a bit.
Thinking heaven must be right here where we are.
Oh, yeah.
Sauce,
pretty,
were you in choir?
No.
I wish you would inquire about getting a brain.
I think that's fine. I just like
So hang
making
on,
jokes.
you played an instrument then?
As Hawk would say, I'm just doing comedy.
Yeah, but
So
I
you
do
played
it.
an instrument.
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Saxophone.
Oh, my God.
Saxophone.
You had to learn
Brilliant.
to play a toothbrush.
Did you for real
Yeah.
Oh, man.
play the saxophone?
Do you know how much I would pay to watch you try to play saxophone now? A lot. That's the answer. A lot of money. I'm just saying, because you have a sweet, deep voice, as you once famously said, right?
Thank you.
The key with choir class, especially like in early middle school, is before like your voice deepened. If you were a guy that had a higher voice, you're like, oh, it's kind of embarrassing. But then you looked around, you're like, yeah, but now I'm with all the gals, right? Because now I'm like a soprano. I can hit all the high notes. Hang out with the chicks.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to be a
Sure, the
baritone.
chicks were loving that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. It wouldn't have mattered. I struck out with all of them anyway. Didn't matter.
I'm sorry, Hawk. I was just doing comedy. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
I don't think it was comedy. I mean, it made me laugh, so I guess it technically was.
Now he hates me.
How many notes of a song could you play if somebody handed you a saxophone right now? Like,
I
could
don't
you
think
play?
any.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't played it in
30 years.
I barely did play it.
Oh man, please pick it back up.
Okay.
How sweet would that be if, like, at TI once a year, like on Thursday night, you just started the show by playing saxophone?
That'd be great.
Just a little careless whisper.
Be like the guy from the California Raisins.
Oh, yeah. They were great.
All right, Chris is getting the info of the winner. So while he's doing that, why don't we dive into Fan 5? Shall we? Ready? We'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Time now for Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Brought to you by All Around.
I think it's Builders and Remodelers in the 8 o'clock hour. Is it
it Builders and Remodelers? Yeah, Builders and Remodelers.
Or
I just got our winner.
saxophones.
Congratulations, Justin Nelson. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Out of
way to go,
Hudson,
Justin.
Wisconsin. You're going to Game 6.
Well, that's sweet.
It's a short
I'm
drive
not
from
talking to
Hudson.
you.
Hawk, sorry I said that about you.
No, it's okay. I don't mind singing like a lady.
No, I was just trying to make
I wish
jokes.
I could sing like a lady. I wish I had breasts like a lady.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
All right, let's try to get to some stuff we haven't, because we've talked a lot about the Wild loss. The Wolves play tonight. How about the NBA is now considering a U.S. versus the rest of the world kind of game, replacing the All-Star game. They're pretty much admitting, yeah, we're kind of stealing this from the NHL, because the Four Nations was such a huge success for the NHL. And the All-Star game this year was a disaster, so much so that the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, just flat out called it a miss. Said that we're just not doing this right. The All-Star game next year will be in the middle of the Winter Olympics in 2026. So he said it makes sense to kind of go with an international flavor anyway. Now, we heard this rumor a couple months ago, but now it sounds like it's heating up, and they are seriously considering doing a U.S. versus the rest of the world type game starting next year.
Yeah, that sounds great. Hawk won't watch.
If they don't try, though, it's still not going to matter. If it's just U.S. guys versus international guys and they still play no defense, it's still going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Let's say the losing team loses a testicle.
Yeah, how about that?
Just one?
Yeah.
So it's like a spin the wheel situation?
Exactly
like, all right, here's the 12 guys, 24 balls on the line.
Somebody on the squad's going to lose a testicle.
Yeah. That would be worth watching.
Oh, shut up.
Shouldn't have said the thing about the two ladies singing.
I was just doing comedy. I get made fun of for being fat and ugly all the time.
I know, but what you said wasn't true.
Well, I'm sorry I said that. I was just trying to
I'm
be
kidding.
funny.
I like singing like a lady.
I don't think you sing like a lady.
I like it, though. I do. I like it. I like it. I like dancing like a lady. So.
When you put it back?
Huh?
I don't know.
All right, Sauce.
Yes.
Spurs rookie Stephon Castle won NBA Rookie of the Year.
No way that's true.
That is true.
I've never heard that name in my life.
Yeah.
He was something like the fourth pick.
Yeah.
San Antonio won now back-to-back Rookies of the Year because Wemby won it last year. The last team the only team, I should say, in the last 50 years to do that, to have a Rookie of the Year back-to-back, was the Timberwolves in 2015 and 2016. Do you believe Chris can name those two players for the Wolves that won Rookie of the Year in 2015 and 2016? The Wolves did it a decade ago.
No.
You can do it, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You say Chris cannot?
I mean, no, he cannot.
Carly, do you believe in your boy over there or not? Yes
I
or no?
I believe in him.
Zachary, yes or no?
I might have it, so I think Chris.
You think
No
you do
idea, no.
Do you?
it? Do I?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I read the story, so sure.
No. But do you think he can?
I think he's going to get one and forget the other one.
Okay.
That's my guess. My guess is he forgets the other one even played on this team. Chris, take a shot.
10 years ago? Really? Is it 10 years ago you said?
2015 and
We had
2016.
back-to-back Rookies of the Year 10
Back-to-back
years ago?
Rookies of the Year. Mm-hmm. They both deserved it, too. They both played outstanding as rookies.
Man, this is real dumb. I'm sorry if this is real. No, has he been in the league that long? Could it be Cat? Be one of them?
That's one.
Karl Anthony Towns.
That is the one that I thought you would get. The other one, I'm pretty convinced you forget even played for this team. So Cat was the one that I thought you had the best chance at. I'm a little surprised you got it, but that was the best and most likely opportunity. Can you get the other one?
So we drafted...
Carly, don't say it, but do you think you know the other one? Or?
I think I might.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe. I think I might.
After Chris guesses, why don't you guess? Let's see if Chris can pull this name.
I could be way off, though.
I don't even have a guess. I'm sorry. Kevin Love.
You got a guess, Carly? Go for it.
Andrew Wiggins?
Wiggins! Look at Carly!
Wow.
Well done.
Carly Zucker, look at that. Andrew
Thank you.
Wiggins and Kat back-to-back years. And now Wemby and Stephon Castle go
I didn't.
back-to-back.
So I got you.
You nailed it.
Good for
Castle
you.
got 92 out of the 100 first place votes.
Can't believe I was right.
That was very good.
Thank you.
By the way, where do you stand on the one gorilla versus 100 men fight that's been going on social media for the second time now in 5 years?
So I have a lot of logistical questions.
Go on. That's half the fun.
So can you have 10 men attacking the gorilla at once,
Absolutely.
or is it one at
You
a
can- not
time?
all 100 or 10 or whatever. All is you can.
Oh yeah, then I think. I mean, if you had all 100 men attacking the gorilla,
But how could all 100
you go
get
for
their
the
hands?
huh?
How could all 100 get their hands on them at the same
I
time?
think-
That's the problem. Is you can only have a
But I
handful
think
that are
they'd be
close
ready
enough.
to go. They'd be ready to go, so they'd be cycling through. And like you said, I think you go for the ice. You go for the,
Oh boy, that might piss him off.
you go for the areas that are sensitive, and take him down.
I don't know. You
And
ever
then
seen?
once he's down,
Chris and I have seen a bullfight. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. But they do some really cruel things in those things, and one of them is put basically a clamp on the old bull's testicles to get him pissed off.
Yeah,
man.
And they get pissed off. I can't imagine if like the Mountain from Game of Thrones kicked a silverback gorilla in the balls that would end well for the Mountain.
I think 100 people is a lot.
I'm on Team Gorilla. I think the gorilla would win, but I understand the other side of the argument. But man, I just don't. I don't like our chances. Sauce, which way are you voting?
Man.
You're voting man.
Sorry. I think I would go with the gorilla.
Chris, which side are you on?
I'm going with the 100 people.
100 people. Zachary, what side are you on?
We're trying to kill the gorilla?
Yes.
Or just beat him up?
Nope. No, kill him.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would say that again. Like I said, 100 people. You go for the vital areas. Eventually, somebody is going to break through. It's going to be tough, and that gorilla's not going to like being, killed.
No.
We're gonna lose a few
I know
people
Sauce
along
wouldn't
the way.
kill him.
I have seen the argument that like if you could pick the 100 and it was essentially the Mountain from Game of Thrones and was 100 of them, would you have a chance? I'd say maybe if you took an average 100 dudes, average guys. I think we're having 100 dead dudes.
Yeah.
One punch to your skull and it's demolished. It looks like Oberyn from Game of Thrones, not to make more Thrones references. Your face is bashed in.
But I also think, and this is, if this were a real thing and human nature and all that was allowed to be in it, and it's not just like a computer simulation, I think you'd get about half of the people would not be able to make their feet walk into that ring, right? I mean, you'd see that
it's twofold.
Yeah.
Not only would you have to have 100 men that are 100% dedicated to trying to kill it, it's how long before the gorilla feels threatened. Because everybody that comments on social media about this is the gorillas are not super aggressive unless they feel threatened, right? Like in general, they're not super mean animals, but if they feel threatened, then you're in huge trouble. So it's how quickly does the gorilla realize, oh, I'm surrounded and this is a threat.
Yeah.
And then he just starts throwing haymakers and faces get bashed in like Negan throwing Lucille around.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I'm on Team Gorilla, though, but I'm willing to have you and 99 of your friends, Sauce, try if you'd like.
Nah, I'm not tough. I'd be killed instantly.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'd have a hard time picking you against Helen Mirren.
Sorry, I said you sounded like a lady.
I told you I like it.
I couldn't. No, I'm not a good fighter.
Sauce, do you believe that if it was you versus Helen Mirren straight up in a padded cell and only one person gets to emerge alive, the other one has to be murdered, do you think you would win?
Hell in the Cell?
Helen in the Cell.
That's a great name for it. Dana White's trademarked that.
Do you believe you would win?
I'm not falling for this again.
My God.
Because I'm not fighting a lady.
Would you win or not?
I'm not fighting a lady.
Only one of you survives.
One of you gets a digit in the no-go place, if you know what I mean.
Well, he likes that.
That's what I mean. He's fighting to get that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because Helen wants it as well.
I would not
look like
fight
a
a
Helen.
lady.
Wait, who the hell is Helen Mirren?
She's an actress.
Yeah, she definitely is. Thank
She's
you,
an
Rose.
actress.
Thanks,
Okay,
Rose.
thank you, Rosie.
Thanks, Rose. I would not fight a lady.
Let's say
So
you
you
had
lose.
to. Let's say this. Oh, my God. Here you go, Corey. Ready?
Ready.
You have to fight Helen Mirren because there is no Louis, only Steve is being held captive by a bad guy.
Well, then yes.
Then you got to fight Helen.
Sure.
Are you going to win?
Yes.
No chance. She's going to beat your ass.
You'd watch.
Of course I would.
And then
'cause
she's
I
going to
got money
steal
on it.
Louis.
No one's stealing Louis.
No. Louis goes voluntarily.
No. We're going to put Louis in a basket and float him down a river like in Willow.
And he's like, thank God, get me out of here.
No.
Yep, that's his escape hatch.
Yep.
A
Louis
floating
has a
basket.
great life.
Yeah, he does. Waiting on him down that river.
Brilliant. That was great.
All right, so if you've been listening to the entire Power Trip Morning Show, here's what you've learned this morning.
Yep.
Sauce would not kill a serial killer, but would beat Helen Mirren to death.
That's what he said.
If.
Both of those things you've said are deny either one of
Did
those.
you just call him GIF?
Yes, I did.
GIF.
You're something else, man.
Nope, you're ugly.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
You know what?
Come on, man.
You know what?
Words hurt.
I might be ugly. I might be ugly, but I'm a gentleman because you know what I would never do? Beat a national treasure like Helen Mirren to death.
You said if she had kidnapped my son.
I didn't say that. Chris did.
He hates me.
You guys got to watch a cool show.
What's that show?
You know, like HGTV, right?
Yeah.
You know how they do those fixer-up shows where the dude and the lady, and they're like, we're going to make this house better and sell it. Mm-hmm. Those shows? Those are usually dumb. But this one, they're fixing up a 500-year-old castle in France. It's called like Castle Impossible or something like that. It's this dude and this lady. She inherited a 500-year-old chateau in France from her grandpa. And it's kind of falling apart. And they're fixing it up. And it's really cool. It's a good show. I saw the first episode last night. I think you'd like it. You like those
That would be
HGTV
cool.
shows? Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It's like 15 minutes outside of Paris, and she inherited it. And it's this huge parcel of land, and the parcel of land that it's on and the chateau, it's like 4 stories. It's 500 years old, and the parcel of land it's on is as big as the city it's technically in France.
That's why you got to get our guy Matt Minster to bath crash it, because then
Yeah.
you have like this historic, beautiful castle, but then just the most modern bathroom you can possibly imagine
Yeah.
with all the latest robot technology.
I'm in for more than just a pisser, man.
Yeah, man.
I need
Great
a little more in my life.
location,
though.
by the way.
That's what I'm
else?
saying. Are you looking
Yeah.
at it? Isn't that
No,
cool?
that's a great
What
location.
else do you need, Hawk?
What do I
Besides a
need?
pisser.
I'm going to need a few bedrooms.
4?
All my ladies.
Fornication.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you, Hogs.
Well, thanks.
I wish you had a castle.
I wish you'd had a car and drive out of here.
What do you guys think of this theory? Charge just texted, when the gorilla rips the first man in half, the other 99 run away.
That's what I said.
No, but, well, you're saying they
You
all
said
had
it
to
so we
be...
couldn't understand you.
Right, Charge used words in the right order. Even if you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm willing to try. If you seriously see a silverback gorilla just rip a guy's arm off, I think you realize pretty quickly that we signed up for the wrong deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that I'm not going to try to go punch that gorilla in the face. That's not going to hurt him. He's not going to care.
No.
But in the scenario, you signed up to beat a gorilla and try to kill him with 99 other guys. You're realizing that you signed up for this?
No, I just think I think it's 100 vastly overconfident dudes that it's going to be easier than they think. And then I think Charger's point is you're going to quickly realize you can read about how much stronger a gorilla is. You can see their bite pressure and their strength and this and that. But then once one guy gets shredded, You're going, oh, dear God, that we have no chance. And then you run and he chases each and every one of you down and you're all slaughtered.
What if I kiss him?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to help.
Do gorillas have lips?
Sure. I think.
How many sets?
I can't imagine they don't.
Oh, really? Wow, great. It's a dude, though.
Yeah.
I think that
I don't know
I
that
think
they do.
you have to do some planning, but I think it would happen. The 100 dudes.
I don't know.
Do gorillas have lips?
Yeah.
This is where Google's like, dear God, what's happening in Minneapolis? They're asking the dumbest questions. Oh, man.
Yes, gorillas have lips.
They do.
They, like humans, use their lips and other facial expressions to communicate and smooch.
Yeah. And kiss.
Gorillas are up to 600 pounds.
You know what, though?
And can throw
Yeah, they need
1,800
Livia.com.
pounds.
Yeah, they need loving.
That's right.
So even if you threw the mountain at a silverback gorilla, that's still pretty small.
Speaking of mountain, check this out, Core. Authorities in Japan have rescued a climber
Ben?
on Mount Fuji
Well played.
twice in the same week.
Yeah, I read why it's twice.
Doesn't it piss you off?
100%
I
pissed
would
me off.
leave him up there the second time.
I read the headline and I was like, what are
I
we
know.
doing? Do you guys know
27-year-old
where he's,
man.
do you know where he's going with
No.
this? Wait till you hear this one.
27-year-old man was first rescued on Tuesday after falling ill.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That sucks. Help him.
Had to be rescued again on Saturday because he went back to get his phone.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I get it. I wouldn't want to leave it. I kind of get that.
But you're on your own the second time.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's like, well, now I can't get back down. I had to get my phone. Well, dude, figure it out, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Tuesday, a Chinese college student currently living in Japan reached the summit of Mount Fuji, and he experienced altitude sickness. So they had to rescue him. Man made the double ascent of Japan's most famous mountain outside of the official climbing season, which runs from July 10th to September 10th. But anyway, he went up the second time to get his cell phone,
come on,
and they had to
man.
rescue him again.
So, that's the guy we say, all right, if we're going to come up and save you, but you have to be one of the 100 guys that takes on this gorilla.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting our time. Now we're going to waste yours.
Yeah.
Find 99 other idiots that want their cell phone off Mount Fuji, and let's do this.
That's right. Can I give you another thing that is a non sequitur?
Sure.
Just out of nowhere. Hey, Carly.
Yep.
You loved Ted Lasso, right?
Yeah. I
Have you
did.
seen Shrinking?
Yes, some of it. I don't think I'm caught up.
Okay, it's great, and I would encourage you to
Outstanding.
finish it. It's fantastic. Brett Goldstein, who was in both and is the creator of the second one,
Roy Kent
Roy
from
Kent.
Ted Lasso.
You might know this, you might not. Also a stand-up comedian. That's how he started his career. Brett Goldstein, the second best night of your life stand-up comedy special is airing now on HBO. I've never seen his stand-up comedy. Have you?
No.
I've seen clips of it.
Nobody asked you. It's his first HBO special. So I guess we'll find out if he's any good at stand-up comedy.
Pretty sure he was in town doing stand-up in the last year
Yeah.
or two.
That's what somebody told me, and I missed it. Yeah.
Max went.
No, his
Max
name's,
was there.
Brett Goldstein.
Is that right?
Oh, no. No, Max Fuller was in the crowd. He talked about it. Said it was very funny.
Was I here when he did that?
Probably.
Probably. I forget it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Anyway, there you go. So that's going to be on HBO. I think it's on HBO now. I will watch that to find out if he's good. I bet he's good, right?
He's a super likable guy.
Smart guy. Smart guy.
Seems very smart.
Yeah. Smart guy.
Headlines when we come back. More with Carly Zucker and the rest of the Power Show Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Game 5 is another late one. And Carboni's has what you need to fuel you late into the night. Visit one of their 30-plus locations to enjoy delicious pizza and get ready for the Minnesota playoff run. Find your nearest Carboni's today at carbonispizza.com.
Cool. That'll be fun. Thank you, Zeko. Power Trip Morning Show, here we are. Final segment of the day. So much to get to. Because Corey Cove has loaded himself up. Carly's here. And Zach goes out in Vegas, and look at him. He's ready to get on a plane and come home. When do you come home?
Not till 2:30, so it's going to be a
2:30
later
your
day.
time?
But, yeah.
Good.
So
Good for
I
you.
won't be home till 7:30.
It's too bad because there's nothing to do in Vegas.
Yeah, what are you going to
Yeah. I might go to lunch somewhere real quick, but I do like California Pizza Kitchen at the airport.
Yeah.
And you can't get that in Minnesota because there's no California Pizza Kitchens in Minnesota anymore.
There's Minnesota Pizza Kitchens.
Oh, dude. We should do that. Just the 5 of us.
What?
Thanks for the
Zachary,
invite.
what are you, Tommy? You think we're actually going to hang out outside of work? Come on, man.
You would if there was money involved.
Go on.
He's right about that.
Yeah,
Is that going to pay me to hang out with him? What is this? Bill Belichick and Jordan, whatever her name is?
How about that story?
That was weird.
A lot of theories about conspiracy theories flying about those two. That there's like a sugar daddy website or an escort service. People are speculating that the reason why she didn't want that question answered, like how'd you guys meet, is because it's some kind of weird start.
I was a little worried that he was being held captive.
He doesn't actually want to be with her.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
He's terrified.
I wonder if this is going to be one of those stories that, like, his entire public life has been football, 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 football. What if the end of his story is just a 30 for 30 or like a Netflix murder doc?
Yeah. Like
this goes south quickly for
That'd
him.
be sad.
what is the channel that like it's supposed to be about news, but it's actually just murder
Isn't it
stories?
ID?
Snapped. I bet it's going to be like
HLN?
Snapped.
That's it. HLN.
HLN?
Headline news.
Headline news is
like
just
it's just
murdery
nothing
stuff.
but murder stuff all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah. Well, she seems scary to me. Turned me right on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She
he
is
just
scary.
wants to be rescued from that
Yeah.
I
situation.
think he needs to be.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be rescued.
He's good.
I think he's feeling pretty good
Here's
right
what
now.
I'll tell you right now. I'm pretty sure he's sick of it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he is.
No, I don't think he is, Hawks.
I don't think he is yet.
He is. I can see by the look on his face. He's had it.
Raise your hand if you have a problem with that age gap. Or should we just say they can do whatever they want? Anybody have
How
a
old
problem
is
with
she?
that? She's 24.
I don't
I
have
think-
a problem with it. I just
You grossed out by it, though?
not grossed out. Just kind of grossed out.
Like
I guess.
your lovely daughter, Sophia, just turned 15 yesterday.
Yes.
So if
Happy birthday, Sophia.
in 9 years, if she dated a 70-year-old
Dear
NFL head coach, your thoughts?
Sure. Free tickets.
Oh, my God. Free tickets.
Why not?
Yeah, man. I feel
Hey,
where
if
you
she's
come
in
from.
Best of
love,
luck.
love
Best
is
of luck.
love.
Yeah, man.
Love is love, I guess. Good luck. All right, should we do headlines?
I know.
Yeah, man.
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar in 2025 like I did in 2024. Get solar panels put on. Wolf River Electric.
Yeah,
They're
do
awesome.
that.
Sure.
They're awesome people.
What?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Again, if you're just tuning in, if you're curious and you don't have a cell phone, that's weird. But the Wild did lose 3-2 in overtime to the Vegas Golden Knights. Kind of a heartbreaker because we thought we scored the game-winning goal with a minute and 15 to go, but they reviewed it to see if it got kicked in. They said no, it didn't get kicked in. It's good. The goal
It's
counts.
over.
And then Vegas challenged that Nyquist was offsides, and they were right. So the goal got wiped away, and the Wild lost in overtime. So anyway, Game 6 tomorrow at the X, which is not really going to be the X anymore, even though everybody's going to call it the X till the end of time. It's like Twitter. Who calls it X? It's like the reverse Xcel Energy Center.
Steve.
Chris, I hope you didn't see this.
I probably didn't.
Metallica is releasing a bunch of unreleased tracks from its deluxe reissue of their 1996 album Load.
Okay.
Okay? 1996 album Load.
Right.
How many unreleased tracks are they releasing as part of this deluxe reissue?
How many loads are they dumping?
Wow, Carly.
Is
You're welcome.
Just
30?
take the free tickets.
Unreleased loads.
30?
Zach, turn your mic off.
Love you, Zach.
Chris says 30. Carly, take a shot.
12.
12, okay. Sauce?
I'm going to guess something wild. 130.
130 unreleased tracks. Zachary?
I'm going to go with 17, Core.
17. Metallica re-releasing their 1996 album Load. It's going to be a deluxe reissue that will feature 245 unreleased tracks. What does that even mean?
What does it even mean?
Is it just like 4 notes of a riff? And they're like, well, we didn't really work on this one, but here's the first 4 notes. We thought this sounded like it could have gone somewhere.
Are they full songs?
That's what I'm saying. There's no way they can have 245 fully formed songs for an album in 1996. There's just no way. It's got to be just a baby of an idea.
You know more about the industry. I've heard like in interviews like Shinedown will say they'll do 100 songs an album and only like 12 of them actually make it. Is that? I mean, that's pretty common, right?
Well, yeah, that's a whole lot. But it could be different versions of the same songs as well.
Sure,
like different versions along the way, where this song had this tempo on this track, but we sped it up on this track, and then you change the words a little bit here and there. So I don't know. But I'm interested to find out. That's a whole lot of music. It's a whole lot of music. That's almost too much music.
All right, let's say you're a diehard Metallica fan. Let's say that's your favorite band on the planet, right? Metallica. And you hear they have 245 unreleased tracks that weren't good enough to make that album.
Yep.
Realistically, even if it's your favorite band, how many of those are you going to assume you're going to go like, that song kicks ass? That should have been on an album. I bet it's under 10. And I'm being serious. And I'm saying that because look, I've heard, a lot of unreleased 311 tracks. And there's a couple I'm like, man, I wish they would have turned that into a fully formed start to finish song. But most of them, you're like, I can see why you cut that.
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah, but there's not very many. I bet there's 6.
Yeah.
245. I bet it's
obscene.
Because even if you had 10 slammers, that's enough for another great album.
Yeah.
It's got to be 10 or less.
That's the question. Why are you not making another album if they're that good? They're not.
I wonder. I guess we'll see. I guess Metallica fans will find out.
I guess we'll see.
245.
A lot of songs, man.
Mikey Day from Saturday Night Live. It's fantastic, right? He's also from the Netflix show Is It Cake?
Yep.
Mikey Day says when The Rock hosted Saturday Night Live, he brought a, quote, chicken guy to follow him around with chicken.
Ugh.
I need a chicken guy.
Yeah, you do.
Right? Just,
Well, Sauce is afraid of everything.
Oh.
How awesome would that be? Just
I'm
be
not
like,
afraid of hogs, Daddy.
just walking around and being like, go get me a couple of Cane's chicken fingers.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I had a chicken guy.
What happened?
Glenn Taylor got to him.
Yeah, okay, good.
Oh,
Good, that's
brilliant.
good.
That was good, Zach.
I thought he was going a different direction that was not going to be arable.
That's murder.
Yeah, so did I.
Do you remember a handful of years ago, Alec Baldwin hosted a Match Game? They brought it back.
No.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, they brought
honestly.
it back.
Yeah, okay,
Yep,
cool.
on prime time. I think it was Channel 5. I think it was ABC. It doesn't matter. And then he shot that guy or a gal or whatever accidentally, and they basically, whatever. So now they're going to bring it back. But no more Alec Baldwin. Martin Short going to be your new Match Game host on ABC. I love Martin Short, but I don't know. Are we doing this again? Martin Short? Your thoughts?
I don't remember what the Match Game is. Is that where they put the people in the boxes?
No, that's Match Game is with Gene Rayburn, where they do like the kind of double entendre, fill in the blanks, and the 6 celebrities write down their answers, and then the contestant has to guess, try to match with as many celebrities as possible.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Yeah, I
won't
could watch that.
it.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Is Ryan Seacrest still hosting Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, and he's doing fine.
I saw Pat Sajak, he was hosting Celebrity.
Yeah, they
I
must
was
have
confused.
filmed it before he retired or something.
Okay. I was very confused.
Hey, speaking of that, speaking of
got kicked
game
out.
show hosts.
Yep.
So the 3rd season premiere of Jeopardy Masters is tonight on ABC. The same way I say that watching Celebrity Jeopardy is always an ego boost because you can't believe how easy it is and you can just crush. This is the opposite because these are the best of the best and the questions and the categories are insanely difficult. You're lucky to get a couple around. Anyway, the reason why I bring that up is ABC is Channel 5. I didn't see the whole start of Twin Cities Live last episode yesterday afternoon, but when I flipped on, Ben was saying that he talked to Ken Jennings and then they played some clip. He got a chance to talk to Ken.
How cool is that?
I'm a big fan of Ken.
Wow.
So when we see Lieber tomorrow, we'll have to ask him about it. I think he had a chance to talk to Ken Jennings to promote this.
That's
Wow.
cool.
How come we didn't get to talk to Ken Jennings? Because we're not an ABC affiliate?
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
probably not good at stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get it. I know it's sacrilege, but I think Ken Jennings is better than Alex Trebek. I just do.
I can't believe you
That's
say
so
that.
weird.
I want to wash your mouth out.
Yeah.
I think he's better.
With what?
And I think it all comes down to the fact that I believe that Ken knows all of the answers, and I don't think that Alex Trebek did. I just believe that every
That's
time.
mean.
I know. I'm just saying Ken seems more believable when he's like, "No, it's actually France," and you're like, "Yeah, you knew that, didn't you?" I bet you knew that. I wonder if
You got a crush on
I
him.
wonder
Yeah.
if Ken's knowledge
Just-
is so insane. I wonder if he knew who Ben Lieber was, just like in the back of his.
What? No.
Why not?
Why would he know who Lieber is?
What are you trying to say about Ben?
Why wouldn't
Played
he?
professional
not
sports for
successful?
over a decade.
You think
Yeah,
Ben's
but-
not successful?
I think Ben's extremely successful.
So you think that's a name that's impossible for Ken Jennings to know?
I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not highly possible.
Dear
Possible. Sorry.
He's right. It's not that.
It's not highly possible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah, see?
Highly prepossible.
I can't even say it wrong like he did.
I know.
It's hard.
No.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
What a good transition, because today, Sauce, is National Honesty Day.
Yes.
Boy, do I have some things to say to you.
Why?
It's National Honesty Day. I should just say them.
Get it off your chest.
Yeah,
Let
just
him have
rip
it,
that
brother.
Band-Aid off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let him have it, brother.
Right
Yeah,
now,
listen to
guys,
the
I'll
Hulkster.
facilitate. Is there anything you guys want to talk to each other about?
Do I have to be
Get it off your
100%
chest.
honest?
Yeah, of course. Anything you'd like to get off your chest?
Sauce,
No.
you are an important part of this morning show.
Well, that's honesty.
That was great.
Thank you.
Sauce, you are not good at keeping the word honesty to the correct number of syllables.
Well,
That was honest. That
You're a
was
bad
honesty. That was
kisser.
me being as honest as possible.
Let's remember to keep it constructive.
How do you know see, that's not honest. You've never kissed me. How do you know I'm a bad kisser? You can assume it, but you don't know it.
that's a good point.
Thank
I
you.
don't know it.
An elderly man in Florida is being called the birthday suit bandit
Yeah. I like it.
after he was trying to break into a woman's home naked.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep. It's a problem.
Why is he naked?
I can tell you. He had a reaction to medicine, and he went out wandering. I'm serious. It's true.
Oh,
Poor guy.
Yeah. And
That's too bad.
that's sad.
here he is meeting up with the police officers.
What's going on, bro?
I just came over to talk to you.
You're walking around the street naked.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
And I have more audio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hey, you're completely naked. Your nuggets are hanging out.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, but it seems like you did it on purpose.
Ballish to me, but
Please don't sing, sir. I'm going to put you in handcuffs now. Who's that beside you? Is that Lawyer Lambert?
he's going to destroy you.
Well, he's naked as well. Yeah, I mean, where'd you run into him?
Banged into him.
Well, I figured you probably did. Is there a problem? Why do you like him so much?
I was farting too much.
Yeah, but you seem to like that. I don't know. Yeah.
You look tan.
Thank you. I'm very pale, though. Please sit down.
Wow.
That police officer was really nice.
That was why are
patient.
those two old men nude?
That's a great question.
There was a 2-vehicle crash involving an animal yesterday in Alabama. No injuries.
Don't unlatch the gate.
Whoa.
2-vehicle crash involving an animal yesterday in Alabama. What animal?
Boy, it'd be crazy if it was a gorilla.
Rhino.
Alligator.
Tiger.
Probably snake.
All of you have to be thinking at least right that it's not a normal animal to be in Alabama. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be in the news. It's
Yeah.
not. I wouldn't bring up a 2-vehicle crash because it hit some random deer or something.
Hey, it's
right?
Mark Rosa.
Oh,
No.
Rose, you're back.
The beaver.
Oh, Mark.
Is he right?
There are a lot of deer in
A
Alabama.
sloth.
Is he wrong?
Is it a pink flamingo?
Here's my only hint. Think truly geographically. What animal would be the furthest away from Alabama?
Polar bear.
Penguin.
A zebra.
Polar bear's a good guess, but no.
An elephant.
Go further away geographically.
Kangaroo.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Kangaroo. A kangaroo.
How?
Hello.
Hi. Was involved in a two-vehicle crash.
Rosie.
No injuries, including the kangaroo, I guess. How's that possible? Man, if you even, and I've done this, if you even clip a deer, they're screwed.
Yeah.
You watch them limp away, you're like, your life's never going to be the same. I can't even imagine clipping a kangaroo and thinking, well, that thing's fine.
Yeah.
And it's time to feed the cats.
Rosie, stop.
Carly, here's a number that I truly don't think this number is accurate, but help me out. I just think this is wrong. I think it's the opposite, but whatever. According to a new study, what percentage of single women agree that they want to be approached more in public?
Yay.
That's the key word. Not just are you comfortable being approached, but they would like to be approached more. What percentage of women?
Mark.
Single women.
Oh my God.
Mark.
I think this is wrong.
48.
48%. Anybody else have a guess?
Well, if you're feeling like that, I'm gonna guess like 70.
10.
I'll go with 69 every time.
Rosie, it's higher than that, but thanks for joining.
Maybe 69.
Nope, higher, I just said.
like 90?
95%.
Okay.
No way. No way.
The big knockers.
Whatever, Rosie.
Rosie.
If it's appropriate and tactful.
But isn't that the problem? Is that you're not getting the 95% of single women that claim they would like to get
Reddick coming up to you. Yeah.
And you're not getting gentlemen either.
Yeah,
even forget if they're average looking. You're not getting the gentleman. You're going to get the cheesy or aggressive or pervy pickup lines. There's no way 95% of single women want to get approached more. I don't
Rosie,
buy that for
what
a
do you say to a
second.
lady when you walk up to her?
I don't want to go to a dinner and movie with you. I just want to hook up with you.
But that's the key. I think maybe
you want
these,
more of that?
these women, I think, are picturing what they would want
Pink
if
socks.
somebody walks up to them.
Mark.
You come in one time.
Oh, pink socks.
Wow.
I just,
Oh, yeah.
My God, Rosie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't buy it. But whatever.
They're juicy.
Yep. An 87-year-old man in Florida was arrested this week for domestic battery, which is not cool, after he got into a fight with his wife.
Can I come over and watch?
Well, sure. Sure you can, Rosie, but let me finish the story. Got into a fight with his wife because she tried to turn the air conditioning down.
Oh, worth fighting.
Do it.
Yeah, that's.
Sounds like your kind of gal, Core.
Can I come
I would
over and
throw hands
watch?
on that.
Have it be 62 degrees. I don't care if it's Florida or Plymouth. 62
Get some relief.
degrees.
Get some relief.
87, just swinging haymakers.
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
No, Rosie.
It's hotter than Uranus.
My God.
Not in that house.
You need help, Rosie.
By the way, I just got to the end of the prep service today. Now I know why Hawks mentioned Gal Gadot 6 times. It's her birthday.
Stop it.
I was like, why has he brought her up like 3 separate times?
has.
Well, Gal Gadot does have a birthday today.
She do.
By the way, speaking of the the gorilla versus the 100 men debate that's now reemerged, in the last 6 months, maybe it's just taken me forever to notice. The internet hates Gal Gadot.
Yes.
I know it's weird.
Yes.
Man, they just
I think it's because of the. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it was because of partly because of during COVID. Remember,
Yeah.
she did that song.
Imagine. Yeah, she was the one who kind of the ringleader of that Imagine video. That
she was like
everybody,
the first one.
super cringy, and it missed. Right, she had the right idea, but it came off terrible, 100%. But the internet really, really, really thinks she's a terrible actress, and they love posting clips of her just butchering lines or showing no emotion. It is pretty bad.
It's bad.
So, again, I'm not into superhero movies, so I haven't seen Wonder Woman, what is it, 1984?
Whatever it is. But the clips you're talking about, it's horrifically
She
bad.
doesn't. Again, maybe I'm just seeing the worst of the worst, but everybody's like, she's the worst actress that's ever lived.
Yeah, Maxo said that like a week or two ago. She's terrible.
She is stunningly beautiful, but I guess they just think she's only in the film because of her looks.
I think she's great.
Rosie, what do you think? Pass. Oh, wow.
Okay, that's surprising.
All right, yeah, I thought you'd have something crude to say.
I didn't realize she was such a bad actress.
I got him.
Evil laugh over there.
Did you say how old she was?
She's 40.
I know where your father took you.
Weird.
Wow.
It's a weird thing to say, Rosa.
40 years old.
Way too old for Rosie.
Yep.
Way.
Would you be quiet, Rosie?
Like 16 years too old.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, anyway, that'll do it for headlines.
I got stuff for you. You
Go
ready?
for it, yep.
A Norwegian man is going viral after videos started making the round showing his narrow escape from a polar bear. Happened on Sunday in the Arctic Circle, of course. Before opting to retreat, he can be seen firing a shot from his rifle in an attempt to warn the predator away. Undeterred, the bear, which has been known to reach speeds up to 25 miles per hour, decided to chase the dude down. And he hopped on a snowmobile and floored it. The guy, not the bear.
No.
A bear eventually gave up. Onlookers cheered the man's bravery as he completed his escape. Apparently, polar bears are one of the few animals that actually like to eat people. Like, it's not an accident.
Yeah.
They want to eat people.
They're mean.
Yeah.
Well, they're starving.
Yeah, the video's
Haven't
pretty,
you seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty harrowing. I did see that yesterday. It was. I didn't realize that those polar bears, man, they're dangerous. Don't approach them.
The big knockers.
Rosie.
One of the stories I read about this gorilla debate was that if a gorilla ever engages and wants to defeat you, right, if you're in close range, your chance of survival is essentially zero.
Come on, Willie.
It's one-on-one. You're just not going to make it. My guess is it's the exact same percentage.
guess.
That if once a polar bear is close enough to get you and it wants to get you, it's over.
It's over.
There's no escaping. And like Chris just said, it's not like a great white shark that will bite you out of curiosity and be like, oh, this isn't a seal, and let you go.
Yeah.
That bear is like, oh, this is exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I want the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
Tasty.
Tasty.
Butt mark.
100 men. 100 men
You
versus
wish.
a polar bear.
Yeah, you wish. You'd watch.
That is
Yeah. You've seen
not
that
even
movie.
close.
Today is National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. The annual observation raises awareness about the thousands of pets in shelters across the country waiting for forever homes. If you're ready to take that step, many shelters are offering special discounts and promotions to encourage adoptions today.
Yeah, do that. That's
Do that.
a wonderful thing to do.
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
That's great. Several key tourism metrics for Las Vegas were down in March compared to the same month last year. Figures released by the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority on Tuesday show visitation was down 7.8%.
It's a lot of money, though.
Yeah.
Nearly 3.4 million people visited the city, but hotel occupancy was down by 2.4%. Overall, hotel rooms were 82.9% full. Yeah.
Damn, 82.9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's higher than you thought, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely higher than
Way
I would
higher.
think.
Me too. What do you think, Zacho? You're out there right now?
I think they're saying out here that the whole Canada situation is a big impact of that. I will say, I know it was a Tuesday night, but walking the strip last night, it was noticeably less people than I've seen it even on a weeknight. So we'll see. And I don't, in addition to Canada, if they loosen up these slots a bit, I think more people would be more inclined to come down here.
Couldn't agree
Just
more.
saying.
Zacho, come home to me.
We'll do. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, buddy.
By the way,
Love
before
you.
Zach gets back from Las Vegas, apparently today he will challenge 100 men.
Yes, he will. On a live webcam.
Yep.
Carly, you're
luck
the
with
Love
best.
you guys. Bye.
Good to see you, Carly. We'll see Zachary tomorrow. We'll ask Ben about Ken Jennings tomorrow. Power Trip tomorrow, 5:30 until 9. 9 to noon is next.
You too, Ab. I love you, baby girl.